Switch leader.
Last we left off, you all reached the small mountain town of Hundlestone. Most of you enjoyed a long rest shortly after getting there, but Whimsy stayed up all morning, through the afternoon and into the evening, entertaining the folks of the Blade and Blanket. Gat and Quincy both visited the general store, Gat procuring a mysterious journal, and Quincy obtaining some stylish glasses. Gat was unsuccessful in trying to pawn off his extremely expensive black sapphire gem, while Quincy was successful in tricking the shop owner by pulling the old switcheroo on the coin purse while successfully distracting her. Eventually, the night wound down, and you all returned to your places of rest, some of the party more intoxicated than others. We resume the night, with all of you now in your beds, benefiting from a long night's rest. Sariel, your night less peaceful than the others, however. As you hit the bed, inebriated, sleep takes you quickly. A normal dream quickly turns into a nightmare as your fears of incompetence and weakness flood your unconscious thought. Flashing through your nightmare as you toss and turn are every instance of danger, where you were left being rescued by someone else. Your most recent encounters with the bullies in Neverwinter, the harpies along the coast, most recently the Yeti in the cave. Each one leaving you squirming with a sense of helplessness. You don't want to be weak. You don't want to be a burden on the others you travel with. You want to be strong. You're supposed to be the person who brings help to the world, not the other way around. In those stressful moments, a darkness consumes the current nightmare you are having, and you're left standing in a flowing white silk gown, gold trim, in the center of a dark void. A booming voice is heard from all angles, echoing your name. Zariel, you're suffering.
This is CNN.
This is what?
This is CNN.
No.
Serious moment, Quincy.
Yeah. Your suffering is deafening, child. What is it you truly fear?
Phelan. Letting those down. Being weak.
I can walk with you. Be your guide. No one has to know. It can be our little secret.
Who are you?
Tyran Thraxus, the Flamed One.
And you'll help me?
I'll mold you into that which you want to become. You only need ask for my help.
Yes, please help. Please.
And as you utter these last words, you feel strength, confidence, and power flooding into your body as the darkness is consumed around you, pulling into your chest. And you wake up in the morning, laying nestled into your bed, fire still burning, feeling extremely refreshed. A new wave of calmness, cool, and collection wash over you. What do you do now in the morning?
Was that just a dream? Oh. Okay, I'll just basically get up, go about my day. Feeling much better. Pack up all our stuff. We are planning to leave today, right?
Yes. The rest of you... The sled dogs out front, pulling some of
sled
the...
dogs?
Yeah, sled... They might be a little small for sled dogs.
Were they for the gnomes?
Yes. The rest of you start to slowly wake in the morning as well. Fire's still burning. It's hard to tell the time of day. You can only really tell the time of day based on your restfulness. Still dark outside. The further north you get, the less sunlight is exposed. What do you do with your mornings?
I'm going to head to the tavern to get breakfast and maybe play some more.
Okay.
Yeah, I imagine we didn't chat about it, but I would think the Blade and the Blanket is kind of where we would all meet.
Okay. Quincy?
Quincy would pack up his stuff, have a very quick breakfast, and then go to the cart and find a secure, out-of-sight spot in the cart.
Okay.
Because Gris and
Baron?
and Barrett are staying in the
Yeah.
Blade Blanket,
Yep,
right?
they stayed in the Blade and Blanket. They did, indeed. Grist? Or, I mean, not Grist, but Baron?
I guess I'd go get breakfast, and it'd probably be pretty quiet. And then if and when he sees Gat and Whimsy, he could just be like, "I don't remember much of last night. I thought I was okay, but this morning I'm drawing a blank."
And as you
Think it
guys
was a
are
good
all...
night, though.
As you guys are all inside, grabbing some breakfast, the food placed in front of you, you notice that that it's actually relatively busy. A lot of the patrons in there now carrying equipment, readying for their day to go about, because this is kind of a mining town. They have a lot of their equipment with them, and anybody that came in from the outside, basically everyone except for Baron, could see several wagons, carts, carrying tools outside of the establishment, basically just being left there until they can finish with their morning breakfast before heading to their daily jobs. Sariel, they had all went to the Blade and Blanket to grab some food. Was there anything that you wanted to do, or would you do that as well? Still muted.
Silent.
That's weird.
It's lighting up
No.
green though. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, no. I put it on push to talk because I have people still working on that bathroom
Oh,
downstairs.
okay.
It's what that mess up. I'm sorry.
No, you're
was.
fine.
We weren't expecting them till noon, so I was like, oh, I'll just let them know later. But they came early.
You're fine.
I'd still go to the breakfast, but as soon as we've eaten, Quincy,
Yeah?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think I need armor. I think I wanna go buy some of that cool armor that you wear. You wanna help me?
Sure?
So before we leave, I want to go to the store and buy some leather armor.
Okay. Quincy directing you over to the blacksmith, and as you guys are walking that way, we'll stay with the people in the tavern.
I thought we already decided that this blacksmith was not a tanner.
Oh, no, he was that was a
Oh, he
joke.
was a tanner. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, originally I said no, you'll have to go to and then Quincy corrected me.
Okay,
Most
yeah,
people
okay.
were. Yeah.
So this town, most people are miners. I assume, is the Blade and the Blanket really the only place to eat, as far as like where you can buy like hot and ready food?
Yeah, most of
Like this is the communal
yeah.
like place. Okay.
Yeah, this is where everybody comes. but it's not the only source of food. A lot of the people here, you would have picked up just from walking through a couple times. A lot of people have hanging racks outside of their homes for fresh caught animals, and they do a lot of their own cooking in meat. Like if they caught a reindeer or some hare or something, they might clean it outside and then gradually, because it is so cold, not really needing for any sort of
Preservation, yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people choose to cook on their own, but if they wanted some company, they would come here. This would be the sure.
Okay.
Grist eventually walking down the stairs, extremely groggy. Can't believe you guys let me drink so much last night. I really should have stopped long ago.
Not sure let is the word I'd use, but
It was a good night.
We've got a long day ahead of us. We'll probably need to make one more camp before we get to Bryn Shander, but we're on the last leg of it. And then I think once I get there, I'll probably let you all do your thing. Just hang out
What do you?
before I head back with the next escort. Maybe do
You're
some
not gonna stay
traveling
with
once
us?
I get down south. Probably not.
You were saying a bunch of weird stuff last night about retiring and everything, and I thought you maybe had a little bit to drink.
No, I still think that that's probably my best course of action. I don't really have a whole lot of need for money still. Made a lot of it. Some shady investments, things. I don't really need this coin anymore. Maybe one day you'll get there. Stop your adventuring. There isn't any entertainment going on at the moment. The room is quiet. Outside of the clanks of bowls and cutlery.
in that case, Whimsy will get up and go to the stage and start playing. And who in our party is in the inn right now?
Gat, Barrend, and Brist.
Okay. So, all right. I'm going to, while I'm playing, just performing, I'm also going to cast Aid on Gat, Baron, and myself.
Okay, what's that do?
Increases everyone's hit points and hit point maximum by 5.
Wow.
For how long?
8 hours.
8 hours? Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna say casting that spell. No need to roll a performance check. You entertained all yesterday. Your fingers are plenty warmed, and you're able to go right into entertaining. And while nobody seems to pay you much mind, you can tell that it is a gentle comfort for those that are about ready to start their busy day. I know Nal will want to get on the road pretty soon, so we should probably... I think I might ask the Gwynlyn for some food to go. Maybe a little cup of soup to keep us warm. Do you guys want some?
Sure.
Of course.
Right. I'll just get some for everyone. And Chris disappears off for a few moments, chatting up the bartender. Sariel and Quincy eventually make your way to the blacksmith. As you enter, back again. Are you here for some more slag?
No, I wanna buy some fancy leather armor.
Most of my things are made as needed. I don't have a lot of spare gear lying around. Are you just looking for simple leather armor?
I mean, I've seen that studded stuff, and it looks real bad. I wanna try that. Can I try that? Do you have any of the ones with the cool studs on them?
Is this guy? I realize I'm not there, but is he not a dwarf?
No, not everybody's a dwarf.
Oh, okay.
Just the cool people.
And Berend.
Ouch.
Let me see what
get
I
it now.
have.
Yeah.
And he disappears off.
This adventure is gonna be awesome, Quincy. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to get back on the road and get there and help. Oh, it's gonna be great.
Will be nice to get on the road again.
As he comes back out, holding a large chest and kind of, I want to say kilt, but it's the portion that kind of goes over your thighs. You can see that it is much too large for you. Your slender frame, and this is built for some of the more stocky guards. I have this, but it would clearly need some adjustments. How much time do you have for me to be able to cut this to fit?
Maybe an hour? We're getting ready to head out of town. I could just take it as is, and maybe somebody in our caravan could help me fit it to size.
It's up to you. I do think it would take me probably a little longer than an hour. But, either way, if you want the gear, it's going to be 80 gold pieces.
80? I don't have 80 gold pieces. That's a lot.
I'm sorry.
Would you trade leather for leather? We have some. Maybe I could get the others to donate some of that Yeti leather to you.
Yeti leather, huh? I mean, I'd prefer the fur. If I was going to do anything, that'd be more...
It's got that too.
I'd just end up creating more work for me. But, I'll say 20 gold pieces and a sizable chunk of the Yeti hide would be sufficient, I would say.
Okay, wait here. I'll go ask. I'll be right back. Come on, and I'll run off.
You're going ahead.
And I'll run back to the inn, like, in a hurry.
Okay.
Quincy's just gonna go like not 70 or 60.
No, unfortunately, supplies are scarce here. I'm sure you city folk come up here and think that everything is abundant and should be the normal price, but It's mostly we take care of our own.
Do you see what I'm wearing?
I can see it in your eyes.
This is everything I own. Don't give the war with me crap. And I'm going to give him 8 platinum.
He looks at it, kind of shakes it around in his hand. Takes it over to his anvil and takes out a small pick and sets a single coin onto the anvil and then taps at it. Looks back at you and... Well, here's the armor. Can I get you anything else?
I'm good.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you. Same to you.
And he scoops the coin and puts it into a pouch and goes about his work.
Now I'm going to head back to the inn.
Righty. Zariel making it to the inn a little bit before Quincy coming in. What do you do?
Guys, the blacksmith says that he'd trade some armor for a little bit of that yeti hide. Please, I know that you took it, and please, I just really need something to help. Please.
How much were they asking for the armor?
80 gold, and I don't have 80 gold. It's a lot.
I'm going to enter 80 gold, and say, I've learned it's never a good idea to leave a town with too much of their money. So if you want to buy that, I can spot you the 80.
Oh, that's very
We
kind
found
of you.
A generous new friend, but Miss Sario, what are you're running about, coming in here, bringing Mr. Quincy with you off to, what do you need armor for?
Well, you all have armor, and it helps. I know it helps. So I want armor. I want to try it. I want to wear it, and I want to feel powerful and
Right,
strong.
Well, it's not where that feeling comes from necessarily. But are you sure you can handle it? Sometimes, I mean, it'd be probably hard to find something your size. Not to mention the fact that you wave your arms around a lot. Do you think you'll be able to manage it? I know some of the mages I worked with had some trouble with that. They'd trip over themselves even in the furs they had to wear.
I can do it. I know I can do it. But you're right. The size is a little bit big. I was hoping you could help me with that. I mean, I've seen you work on stuff, and you're very good. And I was hoping you could help it fit me, and then yes.
Well, when am I going to find the time to do that when I'm trying to leave the caravan and keeping an eye out for dangers?
I'll help you keep an eye out.
Right.
Please. I know it seems weird, but I need it. I think I need it. I definitely need it. Come on, please, Baron.
Well, it's your gold. You're free to spend it how you wish, but
Well, it's Whimsy's gold. Thank you.
Right.
But you'll help make it fit, right?
We'll try.
You
Okay.
know who else you could ask for the gold? You could probably ask Valis. Maybe see if he'll spot you, say you need it for an adventuring expense.
He's kind of grumpy lately.
You'll find he's always grumpy.
Where is Valis in this room?
Looking around, you do see him kind of off in the corner by himself. A book laid out, and you haven't seen him wearing glasses yet before, but wearing glasses hunched over, and sipping some sort of hot drink, and reading his book.
Okay, so I'll hand the 80 gold back to Whimsy.
I'll say,
1 second. Let me go ask at least and see if that will work. What did you want to
He
do,
looks-
Baron?
looks like he's in a good mood right now. Maybe compliment the book that he's reading. That might work.
Okay, I'll try.
Can I tell what book he's reading from here?
You can make a perception check with disadvantage.
Did that work?
I just did one.
Oh, okay, I'll do another one. Well,
You look over and you see him off in the corner, buried into the book. Like the spine of it kind of tilted back to where you can kind of make out some of the letters, but stretching your neck out to try to see if you can get a little bit closer, squinting your eyes. It's still too difficult to see from this distance.
okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna straighten myself up, take a deep breath, and go with help of the silver flame and cast guidance on myself, and
Okay.
then walk over confidently to Valis.
And as he sees you approach, he takes his eyes off of his book. As nobody has really sat around him, he seemed to pick a secluded area, maybe on purpose. So your presence is jarring for him, and he sets it down, and he looks up to you over his glasses. How can I help you?
Hello, Mr. Valis, sir. That looks like a really amazing book, and I'm really sorry to interrupt. But I was hoping to purchase some armor from the blacksmith for our adventures so that we can be more successful in our endeavors. And I was hoping he would help, please.
And as he looks down, his gaze at the book kind of draws your eyes towards it as well. It's not a reading book. It's actually a ledger of expenses, and like it is definitely not reading material. But he looks at it. Yes, thrilling stuff indeed. Why is it that you feel that you need armor? Were you not equipped well enough when we were in Neverwinter? And he goes back and starts now writing into his book.
I guess I was a little bit naive in thinking that the furs would be sufficient enough, but seeing some people take some hits with armor in it, it helps the blow a little bit. So I think that if I were to get armor, I would be less of a liability.
And as he's scrawling into his book, well, and he squints back up at you, stop writing. As much as I hate to admit it, you and your group did protect us out there. I was realizing that I haven't been the most agreeable. We haven't necessarily got off on the right foot. I didn't volunteer for this. It was voluntold. And to be quite honest, I was resentful for having to come up here, and now that I'm here, well, there's nothing I can do about it, so I better make good company, or else I might not make it back. So, with that being said, and he reaches into a larger satchel on his side, and he sets a large coin purse. Inside you'll find smaller pouches of 100 gold pieces for each of you.
Oh, that's so very generous of you, Mr. Vallis. Thank you very, very much. I will let the others know. Thanks. And we will protect you. We will.
To your armor, how much did you say you would need for that?
The blacksmith said it would be 80 gold.
And you can see him scrawling into it, into the book. And he pulls out from his own purse, starts counting some coin, and gives you 8 platinum pieces.
Oh, this is more than generous. I could have. Thank you, thank you.
You shouldn't have to spend your own coin on. Hopefully she
And
can
she
still
gets
hear.
up and walks away from the table.
Yep.
Gets the coin and
You
runs.
shouldn't have to
Yeah,
spend your own.
that's, yeah,
Yeah, I run away. I just grab
Alright.
it and go.
yep. And he kind of looks back to his book and shakes his head and kind of grins a little bit and takes a sip out of his warm tea. Oh, did you guys hear that?
Yes.
We were
Yeah.
going into the Game of Thrones.
Watching Game of Thrones on another monitor.
Yeah, no, that's my ringtone.
John,
Anyway.
if you could multitask that much, we need to have a chat.
Yeah,
Watching Game of Thrones, DM it.
right.
Kind of a superpower at that point.
Yeah, no, I definitely can't
It's
do
season
that.
8.
Oh, no, wait, that's season 8.
Yeah. all right. So you get your coin, and just as you're making it back to the table, Quincy walks in holding.
I'll probably run into
mean,
him, actually.
I guess I don't know, Quincy. Would you just have it out and about, or would you put it
Yeah.
in your pack? Yeah.
No, I'll be holding it under my arm.
Okay. Yeah. As
I would probably, like, bump into him in my eagerness to go get it.
okay.
I didn't know you needed the armor, too.
I'm just gonna push it into her hands.
What? No, Quincy, you didn't. No, thank you.
I managed to negotiate it down to a decent price. Don't worry about it.
That's amazing. Now we just have to get it to fit. I'm gonna walk back to the table, kind of distracted, and I'll dump the 100 gold for everybody down. Oh, Valis actually paid.
He smiled.
How much did you pay for it, Quincy? Because Valis gave me some money to cover the cost.
Don't worry about it. I mean, if he gave you the money, keep the full 80.
Be sure that feels kind of dishonest. You know, I'll give it back to Valis. It'll be fine. We can save it for something else.
Also, there'll be a portion of healing wrapped in it.
In the armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quincy, this is too generous. Thank you.
Sorry, you'll make a perception check.
Just a second, I had to turn this off for something else.
No, you're okay.
Ah, crap. Where's my Beyond 20? Now.
Hey, you there beyond. Now a Wizard of the Coast product.
Right, they're going to be making that transition soon, the 18th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep getting things. What does this mean for you? Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. No more discount codes.
Yeah, hopefully it's just, hey, you bought our product, here's the fucking key. You
Yeah.
immediately get it digitally.
That's never gonna happen.
At least at like a reduced rate, that'd be.
I imagine they'll come out with some like packs, like, hey, buy the physical for extra $20.
Yeah.
Okay, so I rolled a 12 and I just turned Beyond 20 back on, so.
Okay. All right. So you got a 12. DC was 10, so you got lucky. As you get ready
Metagame.
to. As Gat's taking a bite of his breakfast, as he's pulling the fork up to his mouth, he sees a little grubworm in his oatmeal. I don't know. I was just making stupid shit up. Anyways,
Oh, I thought you were gonna have me stab myself in the eye or something.
oh no,
And he
no,
takes 10 points of damage.
no.
Fuck you.
As you go to unfurl the armor that was wrapped up, handed to you, just to kind of hold it up to show how large it is and how you'll need it trimmed down by Baron, you feel that there was some shifting movement. It was a little heavier than normal, and before you do that, you can reach in and you can see that there is a potion of healing. You rolled low enough. It was.
Oh my goodness. I didn't know. Wow, you must have really talked him down if he came with a potion of healing too.
Never underestimate negotiation.
All right, I will get up and I will go give the 8 platinum back to Valis unless somebody stops me.
As you go to hand it back, he just looks at you. How did you procure this armor if not with coin? You didn't even leave. Did you buy it already?
No, Quincy apparently was able to make a really good deal with the blacksmith.
And he just takes the coin and, well, let me know if you need anything else. And he puts it back into his purse.
So I got studded leather armor that doesn't fit. I've got a potion of healing and then 100 gold for everybody.
Yes, everyone gets 100 gold. So there was 500 gold total.
Was that distributed to us?
She flopped it all down on the table.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
picked up mine.
Yeah, I've got mine as well.
Well, I can hear Null grumbling outside. Just in my imagination, he's probably wondering where we're at. Should probably get headed that way.
Right.
Gets up and goes and gives Gwynlyn some coin. Heads outside. Quincy, I know earlier you said you wanted to try to find a particular spot in the caravan. What were you looking for again?
That's just in case there's like guards or anything. I just want to be somewhere I can lie down and put the glasses on, not move.
Okay.
Just in case there's any guards looking around.
Because
Okay.
you stole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, as far as you lot know, I'm an honest, upstanding citizen.
Yeah.
And you're quite nice too.
Go ahead, Baron.
I'd like to go up to Quincy and say, "Hey, this blacksmith, you have any good battle axes? I just pop in and get a battle axe."
Didn't ask.
We gotta go, though. I'm gonna run.
All right, so you
Wait up for me.
You sprint off in the way of the blacksmith. Nal looks back in that direction, and as the rest of you are kind of joining and hopping into your respective wagons, he just shakes his head, gives a flick of the reins, and starts the lead portion of the caravan going. You get into the blacksmith, a little bit out of breath, hard when it's this cold outside, but you're somewhat used to it. You step in, you see him, turns and acknowledges your presence. What can I do for you?
Oh, hi there. I'm with the fella who came in here earlier who worked out a deal with you for some
Guys,
studded leather armor.
I'm gonna be working on just bothering Baron to get it fixed. The electrician needs to turn off the power for the basement, and our box is not marked, so there's a chance that the power might go off. until we figure out which one's which.
Sheesh. Okay,
So
okay.
if I disappear, like it shuts down, that's what's going on. I'll be back as soon as I can. But let me go figure this out real fast.
Okay. I wouldn't really say he worked out a deal. He paid full price for it.
Oh,
But I've seen you around. What did you need?
I've been poking things with this, but when I was at Neverwinter, I was looking for a good axe, and all they had was all this fancy stuff, and I just need something practical. Sharp and practical.
How much are you willing to spend? I've got something. I know you want something just sharp and practical, but I've been looking for a worthy suitor for something that I've been spending a lot of time on. And you can see it just kind of resting next to the fireplace. Not the forge, but a separate fireplace, unlit. And he walks over and he picks it up. And it is this pristine leather hilt. And you can see like these carvings into the side of the battle axe. I don't think I've weighted one so perfectly before in my life. Feel it, the balance. You could really swing. Cleave a deer's head off if you wanted to. It is a +1 battle axe.
Does it say that on the tag, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would I have any knowledge of how much that would run in my...
As you're looking at it, he can see it. He's like, take about $450 for that if you're looking. Part with some coin. And that's about 50 gold less than what something like that would normally cost.
I don't have the coin for it.
That's
Sorry.
okay. That's all right. That's okay. That's okay. And he sets it back down.
It's a fine piece, though.
And he brings out another one. 5 gold for this piece.
Done.
Gives it to you. It'll need some sharpening, but it'll be good.
It's a shame about that other one. I might offer a trade for it. Worthy of a voluntar, I'd say.
Indeed. Well, maybe if you swing back through after you've made some coin and the Dale might still be here for you. He goes back to work, but you now have a battle axe in your possession.
Great. I'll go...
Oh, leatherworking tools. We probably should get some leatherworking tools.
I think I got those already.
Okay.
And you're back at the caravan.
That's right, sorry.
Yeah. And as
As Baron heard Serial's voice in his head.
yeah, right. I mean,
What strange new power is this?
you guys all leveled up to level. What level are you now?
4.
Or
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Just wanted to make sure everybody leveled up.
So we're at the caravan?
Yeah, the caravan, several carts deep, is starting to pull out of the town. And as it's leaving, Quincy, did you already put on your invisibility glasses? Like, did you lay down somewhere and put on your glasses?
Only if I saw a guard.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Are there even guards per se in this place? I guess there are, right? It's so walled. Okay.
Yep.
Baron, here, I made a space here for you to work. Here, right here on this cart. It's right here.
I've got to take roll call, make sure everyone's here. I was late myself.
That's a 12.
Embarrassing.
Okay. Oh god, I might sneeze. Okay. Looking around, you do see guards at their station, at the gates, leaving. There don't seem to be any, like, on patrol throughout the town on the look for anything, but they are just at their standard post, as you would expect most small towns to have.
Then I'll just be sat in the back of the cart with my hood
Okay. You do hear a familiar voice of an old woman approaching. Not you, but a couple carts back.
You wouldn't happen to have anybody, tall, dark, handsome figure, very...
You put on your glasses?
The second I hear that voice.
Yep. And she goes on explaining what had happened to what's that? One of the other cart drivers that I don't have their names right off the top of my head. And Quincy, if you're still looking in that direction, you would see that they kind of squint their eyes and smirk a little bit, hearing the tale of being bamboozled after giving a very big smooch. They kind of smile and they just shrug their shoulders, and we don't have anybody by that description in our caravan, I'm sorry.
Who is that? That's somebody in our caravan? Or is it another one?
It's the shopkeeper.
No, I know it's a shopkeeper.
Hold on.
Who's she talking to?
I gotta try to find the name of them.
I think somebody we traveled here with, right?
Yeah, it is.
I'm hoping it's the halfling since I kept his secret.
It is
I'm
Garen.
hoping. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Garen. Yep. But she lets out a sigh and walks away. But you make your way outside of the town, back out into the wind and the cold. Cold never really left, but snow blowing from the mountains get difficult to see. But the caravan must go on. You travel for a few hours. Who's got the highest perception? Yeah?
Gat.
Yeah, with 17.
As you're traveling, Baron, you're also kind of walking forward, like guiding the caravan, right? Go ahead and make me an active perception check.
I will be bothering the shit out of him to try to get him to help me with my armor.
I will shut that down and say I told you already told you back there. I've got to do my job. We don't have time for that right now.
But I will go bother Grist, since he basically volunteered.
Okay. Grist helps you. He makes you put it on. And as you're kind of... Go ahead. What's up, Whimsy?
I'm going to, when I see that he's helping her with the leather, I'm going to give him a bardic inspiration, start playing music, and give him bardic inspiration
And then I would pray and give him guidance.
to
Okay.
help with that.
Yeah, this...
And I'm gonna give him some moss.
Yeah, but...
That's
yeah.
the kicker right there. That boss is so OP.
Never fails.
You're sitting on the back of the wagon, your legs dangling over as this large studded leather armor is kind of draped over your body. You need to keep very still. I'm going to be making sharp cuts in here and kind of re-sewing it and doing some things, but I just need you to stay still, okay?
Aye. Yes, sir.
All right, he's got to make a dexterity.
Probably sleight of hand is what I would think.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Is Grist proficient in leather working tools?
Let's look at his proficiency.
Your studded armor only adds 9 armor.
All right. He is not. He is not. Right now.
But
God
he's skinned
dang.
some hides and...
All right.
He doesn't have to leather the armor. It's already been made into leather. He's just resizing it.
All right.
Yeah,
So
he's
he
more of
rolls
a
an
tailor.
8, and then
Sounds
I
like
need
he's
to do
working some leather.
a +4 for guidance.
Yep.
Okay.
And
it's
plus D6 for
Plus D6.
bardic inspiration.
Are you still a D6 at level 4? Does it go up to a D8 at level 5?
It's D6 right now. Oh,
Okay.
well, I helped a
8,
little.
12, 13. 13 total. Which isn't 13 the AC of studded leather?
It is.
Yeah.
No, it's 12.
Is it 12? I can't remember.
Looked at it, actually.
Yeah.
It is 12.
As he's making these cuts, and you can feel the tug on the armor as he's pulling it towards him, and he's cutting along the back of the arm, and then drawing it tighter around. Let me know when you think it's too tight or if it's just right. And he gets it to where it's feeling comfortable for you, and then he starts sewing it together. But you do take a few jabs from the needle as, you know, they go over a bump, and he just kind of, you know, stabs in through the leather and pokes you in the arm. Nothing to cause any, like, damage, but enough to be a pain in the ass.
Which is it, the arm or the arse?
Both. Eventually he makes it down to get the back half of the armor.
Oh, damn.
It's been an hour and he's still working on it. This is something that's going to take several hours to complete. But
I'm gonna be as still as possible even when he pokes me.
okay. Baron and Gat with a 20 perception and a 17 passive. You see some dark hooded figures sprinting through the trees on one side of the trail.
Like alongside us?
Yeah, a little bit further in. You hear the noise before you see them, but thinking it might be an animal. But as you look in that direction, you see cloak billowing behind, dark hoods. They're sprinting alongside in the same direction that you are.
Okay.
Actually, you're going at a walking speed, slow and steady, and they're, you know, quickly passing and outdistancing you. But you do notice it. Do you do anything about it?
I would go find Baron.
Okay. Baron towards the front of the caravan.
when I catch up to him, Baron, I know you're leading this caravan, but there are people following us. I don't know if you've seen them.
Yeah, I saw him.
Do you think they mean us any harm?
It could be. They could be going ahead. Those could be scouts.
I worry they're setting a trap ahead of us.
My thoughts too. You'd make a good ranger, Mr. Gat.
Well, I do like to stare at the trees.
That's a good first step. I like to sit on the cart and watch them as we drive by them.
That's
nice
how
feeling.
that's how I saw these guys in the woods. So
If you want to help me out, you can let each person who's driving their cart, let them know. And,
I figured you just had a hand signal. Yeah, yep, something like that.
Yes, that's a classic one. But I don't know everybody in this
Okay.
card, so I mean, Null knows what that means, but I'll still need somebody to tell
Okay.
everybody else.
I will nod and go talk to each train cart driver and tell them to stop.
No, don't tell them to stop. Tell them that. Yeah, I would tell you to.
Get inferred that Baron wanted me to stop the caravan.
Yeah, the hand signals that you were doing without actually explaining what they were gave Gat the impression that he wanted to stop the caravan. So Nal, being the lead driver, continues, and it's only a short little bit as you hear the horses whinnying and kind of making noises as you turn around and you see the rest of the caravan has come to a halt.
No. Come on.
And
what's going on?
You get some looks, Gat, like Bougie looks at you. Well, what is it? Do they want us to stop, or are we supposed to keep going?
It was Baron who told me to have everybody stop.
I didn't. That's
Should I
not
stay
what
or should I go?
And Bougie yells up.
I think when I go back, I'm gonna probably come across Serial and Grist doing the armor thing. It's like, what's going on?
Well, since you were busy, I'm taking care of doing this armor thing. It's not as hard as it looks.
Who's
I'm
watching the
providing
back
moral
of the caravan?
Cyril hasn't loaded in properly. She's T-posing.
No, I was holding still, and I kept going out.
What was that, Baron?
You're doing this on a bumpy cart as it's moving.
Well, I'll
With the armor on her.
I'll be real honest with you. I didn't really want to walk this morning, so this was the better alternative.
It's your last job, Grist. If you're really gonna retire, I'd expect you to do a good job of it.
I was thinking about just mailing it in.
Doesn't
He's
seem
doing
like
a
you were
good
just
job.
thinking about it.
He's helping me.
That's
And
right. I'm
providing moral
helping.
support.
As all
I'm
this
a much better
commotion,
leather worker than this fool is. We could do it when we get to Bryn Shander. Right now, I need people's eyes out in the trees, like Mr. Gat. Mr. Gat is the only one who's doing his job.
I'm sorry.
Making me feel like Mr. Valis right now.
But I can't. I mean, if I were to if we were to be attacked, it would be less helpful without it.
You're being less helpful right now. And
I
we
mean,
need eyes.
Not
He's
good at
right.
that
Need you
anyways.
alert. Not
I'll-
waddling around in something that doesn't fit you.
I'll pick up where we left off when we make camp. It'll be all right. We'll be fine.
And I'll be glad to help. I've got some skill in that.
And he
As
kind
we're
of pats you on the
stop-
shoulder and gets up and hops out of the cart. Go ahead, Gat.
I've kept, I'm scanning the tree line. Am I seeing anything? Any additional movement?
No. The two figures that you saw had ran far ahead, looking around. Give me a perception check.
$27
All right.
with a nat 20.
Yeah, skill checks, that don't matter.
Yeah.
Looking around, you can be 100% certain that the woods directly around your stopped caravan right now are free of any humanoid creatures.
Well, that's not ominous at all.
Free of any threats, I should say.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, I'm out of the cart now, and now we can keep going, and I'll search along the trail, make sure there's no spooky yetis or anything.
All right. I don't need any of that attitude. I might need you to go up front because I think I might take Mr. Quincy up ahead a little bit just to scout ahead. I think those two that we saw in the woods are scouts. They might be setting up for an ambush, and I'd rather get ahead to scout the terrain and see what we're taking the caravan into before
I want to help.
I imagine that conversation was being held a little more privately. Am I wrong in that, or were you saying
that's fine,
that
but
right
I mean,
next to everybody?
she could still say, I want to help. Just
Oh,
saying us, like discussing stuff.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's fine.
He just berated me for being useless, so of course.
Right.
Well, you can help by keeping your eye out and. Are you like you're like going like this?
I
Like,
was when he was
move
working on the
around?
armor. I've taken the armor off since
You
we're
just
not working on it
reminded me
anymore.
of a Christmas Story with Ralphie.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember that.
The snow
When it doesn't fit, essentially, yeah. I'll take it off and put it in the cart, and I'll jump down and be like, I'm gonna help. I'm gonna come.
You can help by staying here because, Mr. Quincy and I will go ahead.
Quincy, I thought he said Gat. Thought he said Gat was coming with you.
He said
I meant
Quincy all
Mr.
along.
Oh, did he?
I meant
Oh.
Mr. Quincy.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Gott will stay here, keep an eye out.
Yeah.
On hearing that, I'm going to call Whimsy over, and I'm going to say, have you got a knife?
Yeah, I have a knife.
And I'm going to point out a symbol I've carved into the back of the card. It's going to be face canned for like claimed. And I'm going to go memorize this, carve it into the back of all the cards.
Why?
Just trust me.
Okay. Right. Gonna try to memorize it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it would be too difficult to memorize. A lot of times thieves can't. At least their drawings on things aren't super like intricate.
They're like oval marks, I'd have thought.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of times it's, a circle with a line through it, or a triangle with a dot, or, random things that aren't going to necessarily be drawing attention to anybody outside of the people that are actually looking for it. So, yeah, pretty simple. You're able to do so without issue. Baron and Quincy, the two of you, how do you want to approach this scenario?
I'll lay out the situation for him and explain that I want us to go off into the woods and try to find their trail and follow it and see which way it leads.
as I'm carving into one of the other things, I'm gonna try and make it look prettier. Get out my disguise kit and use some of the paints, to make it colorful. Look.
Change the meaning. It now says brothel instead of claimed.
No, it's still the same symbol carved. It just is, colored in and painted in and very bright and very obvious.
Nice.
And go and do that to all of the things.
So now it's just going to look like it's claimed by the most flamboyant thief ever.
Yep.
I don't know what it means. I do everything to 100%.
Yeah. Okay. Null, at this point, seeing Baron and Quincy and everybody kind of lingering around.
While Baron and Quincy go off into the woods to find a trail, I'm going to lead the caravan, just be like 20, 30 feet ahead of it, and looking for tripwire.
Okay.
Any sort of obvious traps.
Okay.
Yeah, and before I go, I would tell Gat like what to look out, like possible things to look out for.
Baron,
like a good place that they
I've
might
been
ambush.
around the place. I don't know your fancy hand signals, but I know what a trap is.
All right. Sometimes there'll be like a tree across the, they'll cut it down and lay it across the trail. That's a classic one. Or a couple of dead horses. Or they'll have they'll tug on your heartstrings and have like a broken down cart that they've already ransacked, and then you'll think it's already been done, but they're still lingering around the place.
Right. I did kill that baby Yeti. I have no heartstrings.
He has no heart.
I think you do because you feel bad about it.
Does he? Well,
Okay.
that's why he's gone to the Icewind Dale, because he's already got a block of solid ice for a heart.
Frozen.
The cart the caravan does continue on at a little bit of a slower pace to allow Baron and Quincy to scout ahead.
I want to follow like 30 feet behind them.
Behind Quincy and Baron?
Yep.
Okay, make a stealth check. All three of you make stealth checks.
Gonna say a prayer and cast guidance on myself as well.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That's a 10.
Yeah, I'll cast guidance on myself.
I mean,
Technically, you got to do it before the roll.
yeah.
Okay.
Either way, it still wasn't. I mean, what's your passive perception, Baron? And Quincy?
13.
Quincy, what's your passive perception?
I think it's 12. Check. Yes.
Yeah, as the two of you head off on the side of the trail, trying to quietly catch up. You're focused more on your own speed and trying not to be heard than to be able to see whether or not anybody was following you. And Sariel is able to also tag along several feet behind.
I start venting to Quincy about the day, and maybe I'll also confront him about the deal that he made at the blacksmith.
All tracking.
Yeah, while tracking.
Yeah, makes sense with the poor stealth rolls. Just having full-blown conversations in the woods.
Yeah.
You have no
justify
problem
it.
finding the trail. That's not something that even requires an investigation check. It's the snow is deep enough out here that it wasn't hard to find. And Sariel kind of following in the footsteps, trying not to create any additional sound by staying within theirs. You're able to maintain the appropriate distance and still not be seen. Gat, go ahead and give me an investigation check if you're looking for traps, or how are you? Yeah, I mean
Just
investigation.
walking in front, scanning. Boop, boop. Yeah, investigation. 13.
As the caravan starts to go, you start to notice a few oddities. You see, kind of off to the side of the trail, you see few small boxes, like strewn about. One of them kind of broken a little bit, cracked. The top or the bottom rather, peeled open. The nails still exposed, and some of the goods sticking out. You see some tarp wrapped around a tree on the side that Baron and Quincy went into, just kind of being pushed around by the wind, but still kind of stuck in the snow, frozen to the tree. Kind of walking over and looking to it. Doesn't appear to be any sort of trap or even any sort of marking. It looks like similar tarps to what you've kept on your caravan. Start to see.
Does it look like they were placed or had blown there?
It looks like they weren't placed, but they had come there naturally.
Okay.
Investigating the trail a little bit more, kind of scanning for any sort of tripwire. You see that rather than smooth tracks from whatever beast of burden was carrying these carts that had come on this path before you, they become more frantic. The pace quickly changes, and maybe that is what caused some of the goods to spill off the sides. You also...
Can I see any tracks coming from the woods onto the trail at this point? Like, looking
No,
as
I
if
gotcha.
there was maybe an ambush?
You don't see any. And you're quite certain that nothing... Like, there are tracks walking alongside, but no tracks coming from or even going into the woods outside of the ones that Perrin and Quincy had made.
Okay. Where's Grist at?
Grist is about halfway back on the caravan, looking off onto the side.
Okay. Yeah, just not, sensing things are odd, but not seeing any imminent danger. I would just keep walking.
Okay. Quincy and Baron, eventually you've made your way far enough ahead of the caravan that you can start to hear conversation outside of your own. Back there. Stats real quick. Ooh. I'm gonna transition you to a different map. But we're going to say that the rest of you that are transitioning along with them are not actually going to see what they're seeing, but I'm not going to split them. So let's go on over. Okay. You hear several voices talking. There's a big caravan coming this way. Lots of goods, lots of people. I imagine they have lots of expensive things. What do we do, boss? Well, I think it's clear. And as you guys look around, you can see the slaughtering of several people, horses, the wagon already destroyed. It's like, you need to play injured. As they come up, you need to be the damsels in distress. My acting skill ain't so good, boss. Let me help you with that. And he stabs him, and you can hear the muffled cry in pain as the boss puts a hand over their mouth to stop their scream. And you're seeing roughly 6 individuals.
I can't see the map if I'm supposed to.
I can see it just fine.
I can
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
His
And as well.
token probably doesn't have vision.
Which is odd. He's a dwarf.
Yeah, you
Blind
can't
dwarf,
see over
though.
the height.
Can't see over the ledge.
Dynamic lighting. Yep, your vision was turned off. How's that?
Yes.
Yes. And with the one now bleeding profusely, the other two all kind of wander off, and you can see them taking place next to one of the broken down wagons.
Where are we starting? What was the arm?
Wherever you guys were up here. Yeah. So you technically haven't made it to this area yet, but yes, you'll be starting at the top of the map. I don't know why I made this to where you're heading top to bottom. Maybe it's a winding path, we'll say. Anyways, the other 3 standing there looking at each other. Now, when they come up and try to help in an ambush, be ready. Strike fast, strike hard. Don't worry about the strong ones yet. Take out the weak. The less numbers they have, the better. And then they kind of nod to each other and eventually wander off to take their place. One of them coming extremely close to where you're at. Just on the other side of the ledge, there's a little bit of a drop off, and you can see him walking in between the 2 trees. What do the 2, 3 of you do?
Quincy's going to... Sorry.
I said I
Go
want to
ahead.
say a prayer, pretty strong prayer, and twin cast Shield of Faith on both Quincy and Barrend, which would probably reveal my location that I followed them.
Okay.
Quincy's going to draw his bow, knock an arrow, and indicate for Baron to do the same. And have him aim at target. And we both fire at the same time on 3. Yeah?
This means stop.
Does it though? I mean, last time I saw, this means like
no,
keep
no.
going.
That was that with this.
Keep going, keep going.
This is caution. Proceed
You
with.
know, this might explain all those kids that got run over when you were a crossing guard.
Okay, so you both get +2 to your AC.
Okay. I think one of us should go back and board the caravan.
I think fight.
You cut
You're
out.
Yeah.
cutting out.
You can just talk
Sorry.
normal.
What?
Yeah, I'm in the forest. I think once the fight breaks out, they'll figure it out.
You would know.
Like because how far ahead are we?
I would say if they use their action and their movement to move 60 feet per round. Yeah, you're talking like 10 plus rounds before they got to you. Like, yeah, it would take them a while to catch up. What do you do?
If I see Serial now,
Yep.
You look like you're working on your smolder.
Baron looks like he's motioning Sariel over to the group.
And I'll kind of crawl over to him.
alright, Miss Serial, you wanted to help? I need you to go back and tell the caravan that they've got an ambush prepared and that Mr. Quincy and I will take shots to counter the ambush.
Okay, I can do that. I've also protected you a little bit in the Silver Flames light. Said a prayer for you.
I'm sure you have.
I'll scramble away, try to be silent, and try to run back to the caravan.
Okay. Give me another stealth check as you're leaving.
Alright, okay. May the flames protect me. Guidance.
Does guidance require concentration?
I'll cast guidance on you.
Okay, thank you. Correct, thank you for catching that.
All right. Close one. D&D Beyond definitely wanted you to fail there. Yeah,
Why
you.
you-
That +1 just pushed me over the edge.
Yeah. Quickly and stealthily, you hurry your way back. The other two of you, what are you doing while you're waiting?
Well, I said what I want to do.
Who are you aiming at?
Guy right in front of us.
So, this is a large, probably about a 12 foot, like, ridge that you're currently up on. So the person that is closest to you is definitely concealed by line of sight. You would have to basically sneak up to the ledge, somewhat exposing yourself, and basically shoot straight down. Or this person back here.
Yeah, if he's out of sight, then yeah, this one.
Is that what the rest of you do? Or is that what you do, Baron?
Yeah, I'll keep a bead on him as well.
And I want us to both shoot like in sync, like on three, so we hopefully both arrows to once.
You gonna do that, Baron?
Is that so? I have like a certain amount of light. This guy, I assume, has cover from us. Knowing that this guy is here, I might put my axe to the side and maybe I'll jump down and try to take him out. Let's see.
Not gonna wait for us to get there.
No, we are, or I am.
Yeah, I think Quincy wants to. Are you trying to wait till everybody gets there, Quincy, or are you trying to get the party started early?
No, I can wait. I'm just
okay.
like, but obviously, I need to coordinate the timing with Baron. So like, I'm trying to.
Okay. All right, I got you. All right. Sorry, eventually you make your way back to the caravan. A little winded, out of breath from trying to make it back so quickly. You see Gat up front, and Gat, as you're getting closer and closer, you start to see oddities. You start to see, more so than what you saw before. You see a wagon wheel, and you start to see droplets of blood in the side. So it is also become apparent to you that something happened.
Cat, there's bad men up front. They're gonna try to pretend to be hurt and then attack us.
Okay.
Oh my. It's not very nice of them.
Well, unfortunately, that's the way of the North. People just try to take what's not theirs to make the living.
Well, I think we should. I think we should teach them what happens when you try to take what's not yours.
All right, let me talk to Null. And he walks up to the old caravan leader. I know you don't like dealing with it, Null, but I need you to just hold on. Quincy and Baron say that there's a trap set up for us up there. And we've got to go. I want you to stay back here with the rest of the group. And he calls Bougie over, and I need you to stay back here with the caravan. There's a trap. Protect it, just in case. Actually, now that I think about it, I probably know this could very well be the distraction. And they could come back and take the caravan back here instead of up there where we perceive the threat. I'm gonna hang back too, but you should go ahead, the three of you, to try to see if you can't deal with the threat for us. I'll protect them back here too.
Is anybody else having robot John, or is it just me?
I am too.
I was about to plug in my Ethernet cord because I thought it was my connection. But if everybody's having it, then
No, it's John.
Shame.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
I'm gonna go potty anyways.
Yeah, potty break.
Fiverr, is that any better? Is that no?
Yes.
Yeah, a little
That is
Much
better.
better.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I must have strained my cable. Interesting. All right. Quick potty break.
Oh, did they decide to break?
Potty break.
Oh, okay. All right.
Let's teach these evildoers what happens when you bite off more than you can chew.
The
True.
turtle turns into a bear. Never seen Gat use his wild shape, so
Right, he would have that.
yes.
I don't know, since he's a turtle, can you wild shape into a human?
Unfortunately, humans do not classify as beast in 5th edition D&D, so therefore no.
I would allow it, but, you know. It'd take the commoner stat block, right?
It's like I was
So
wondering.
useful.
It's like I was wondering the other day if he could, like, do you know, like on Ninja Turtles when they put the head into the shell? Can he do that?
Yes.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, it's
Increases
a turtle.
AC by like 5 or something,
Yeah.
and he can't do anything at all.
It's just a full-blown defensive thing.
Oh, you're doing it again.
Fucking shit!
I forgive you.
I would never talk bad about John.
No.
I'm gonna suck up.
Also, DMing is hard.
What is it still bad?
No, it's better now.
Audio's good.
Hell.
Oh,
Hey, don't talk bad about my homeland.
About your what?
Homeland.
Homeland. Hell. Oh,
Fuck the
hell.
hell.
I'm a tiefling.
Yeah, I forgot. You
Bad
got me
joke.
there. Yeah, no, you're good. That was a good joke.
But Joseph, I would say horrible things about him.
oh yeah, he's a prick.
He yelled at me.
You guys talking about me?
Yeah.
Of course. You wait until you were back, though.
That's kind.
I'm not the type to talk bad about people behind their back. I do it right to their face.
Of course. You get more accomplished that way.
Yeah, I can't use vicious mockery on somebody that's not there.
Remember, before you mock someone, always walk a mile in their shoes. That way, you'll be a mile away and you've got their shoes.
All right.
I've heard that before.
That one's great.
I'll tell you the one I've heard recently, which I absolutely love, was if Ben is short for Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Chewie is short for Chewbacca, what's Luke short for?
Skywalker.
A stormtrooper.
I
don't
don't
get
Because
it.
there's a line in the movie that says you're kind of short for a stormtrooper. It's okay.
Yeah,
I nerded up on this one. I got it.
yeah,
I got it too.
I have only seen 3 Star Wars movies ever.
It's the first one. It's episode 4.
They are the prequels.
Oh, well then you're watching them wrong.
Why?
I watched them while I was young because my dad took me to them, but I've never seen another Star Wars movie.
Did it
The
traumatize
originals?
you so bad to watch the prequels first that you've never gone back to watch the good ones?
No, it was just it's never. Yes, Gat.
Can I ask a work question real quick?
Yeah.
Is there a way to take a screenshot on your phone and, like, then send it as a message? Whenever I take a screenshot, it saves it to my personal profile and not my work profile.
Yeah, you can't take screenshots of your work profile. You can send it as a text.
I did that and they told me that it wasn't good enough. Okay. I'll just have to get on my laptop after.
Yeah, sorry,
Well,
brother.
Yeah. You can. What I do is I'll take a picture of the screen with my personal phone, and then email that from my email to my work email, and that gets it into my work account.
Yeah.
The president, think of that, Todd.
Yeah.
You're
All
saying
right.
the subcontractor is smarter than you, Todd?
No,
No.
that's definitely not what. There's
Yeah.
got to be a different way. All right. Anyways,
I couldn't
back to
figure it
D&D while we have a little over an hour left. Quincy and Barrand up on the ledge, patiently
Holding the
waiting.
bowstring.
Yep, just straining. Gat, Whimsy, and Sariel make their way back down. How do you want to approach? Sariel, do you lead them back to where you were before? Or do you try to
Yeah,
come...
I'd probably try to go through the woods in the exact same path that we went before. If we're leaving the caravan behind, I'd be like, shh, come here, follow me. Try to take them around where Baron and Quincy are.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
All
Would
right.
it be better? I'm gonna ask. Would it be better for me to walk down the road singing a jaunty song and distracting them?
No.
I can get away. Like I won't be in real danger. I
Would you
can get
look?
out
You
real
would look
quick.
like a pincushion. If they had bows and arrows, they're gonna shoot first and ask questions later.
I mean, I imagine they're gonna try to get me to start helping the fake injured people first, and so that'll give you guys an opportunity while they're distracted to get an action on them, and then I can get out of there real quick. I've got a few tricks up my sleeve for getting out of sight real fast.
I'll look at Gat.
I think that's a bad idea.
I mean,
What he said.
if you guys really don't think that would help you guys at all, then I'll come with you. But I'm not very stealthy. I'm more up and I'll probably just get you guys caught if I try to sneak.
You could wait at the caravan then.
No, I can help. I want to help, and I have to be there. I have to see the action if I'm going to sing about it in the next town. It's very important to me.
Is Grist there? So you guys just went forward as an advanced party, basically, without the caravan?
Yeah. Yeah, Grist said that he was gonna hang back with Bougie to protect the caravan just in case this was the distraction for the real ambush.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm going to insist on. I think I have to insist on being a distraction for you guys. How long should I wait to start being loud and up there?
I don't know. I mean, we're about 100 feet away.
I would think you should go another 100 feet in front of us, but stay within eyesight.
All right.
I feel like this is gonna end badly for you.
I mean, you guys will go and sneak off to the other to join the ambush, and I'll make sure I get their rapt attention.
Okay, I'll pick up your body.
I'll
Alright.
say a prayer
Thank you.
for you.
I need stealth checks from the two of you.
Okay.
Can I realize you probably don't have anything prepared for this, but can I use wild shape to turn into a I don't know, something stealthy?
Some sort of
Arctic
wildcat.
mongoose.
How about a giant wolf spider?
So in D&D Beyond, if you go into extras, there's actually a section where you can put down your wild shape and it'll give you a list of beasts that you can pick and you can then use their stats. It's really simple.
Oh, I do that?
Yeah.
Tell me how to do that again.
So you go into the extras section.
Manage extras.
And then choose wild shape and it gives you the list of available beasts.
Oh.
But yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
And then you can sort them by challenge rating, and I think you can still do one half, maybe at level 4.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you go from 0 to 1/2. You see the beast that you have available. Obviously, get DM approval, and then you just hit add, and it gives you all the stats you need.
Fancy. Good.
Where have you been all this time? I've been doing it manually for ages.
Oh, yeah. I just finished playing a druid with Johnny in another campaign, so.
Would aid give him 5 additional to his wild shape as well as his normal HP, or just
No, you'd have to cast it while he was wild shaped.
Okay, that makes sense.
Wait, we already have it, so...
Yeah, you already have aid.
Right.
But what happens when you eat through the wild shape hit points? It'll start eating away at his regular hit points, and that's when the aid will be handy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I am going to turn into a cat.
So even if you aren't stealthy, they're not going to attack a kitty.
Just a
Correct.
normal cat.
Yes, just a cat.
As seen in cats, a normal cat.
Seen in your
Oh
life.
God, the uncanny valley cats.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, I'll add some more later, but just to keep things moving, I'll just be a cat.
You could have been a giant wolf spider if you wanted to.
Oh, it wasn't in the list.
It's probably too high of a CR.
It's
it-
only
it's
a
not.
quarter CR.
Yeah.
Oh.
If
Maybe
you
it's just
have
a-
it ready, that is what I
do.
would like to be. Okay.
Should be in the list.
All right, giant wolf spider. It's there. I'm gonna leave your token up. Let me make it to where you can control it. Edit in player journals. GAT can be edited by GAT. Save change.
And it'll have their stat blocks and everything.
Yeah, you'll just have to open it up via token, shift, left click, character sheet.
And roll 20.
Yeah. So they
Shift
have
left
a
click?
yep, shift left click.
Oh, double click. Okay.
Yeah, shift double click. Character
Okay,
sheet.
cool.
And then click on their stealth, which has a +7 to roll.
Yes. Stealth roll. Roll. Where's the roll button?
Found it. Weird.
Okay, thank you, John.
Yeah, wolf spider, 15. Yeah, the both of you feel stealthy.
Did you do this in front of me?
Transform into a wolf spider? Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think I've ever seen you transform before.
Yeah. Cool trick.
Yeah, that's wild.
Some would say that it is.
Some would say it's a wild shape.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to warn the boys so they don't shoot you.
If they start shooting spiders?
Giant wolf spiders.
Yeah, I mean this isn't a small creature. This is relatively
Almost
big.
as big as like a pony.
Really? I want to be a cat, so.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. The two of you make your way to find Baron and Quincy still huddled behind the tree, taking looks out at one of the bandits.
I am going to start playing a jaunty tune and singing very loudly.
Shortly after you start to actively make your presence known, you can start to hear groans and moans in the distance. Oh God, we need help. We need help. And then as you round the corner and you see the broken down cart, you find three men two men huddled over one that seems to be bleeding, in pain, laying on the ground. One of them looks up. You there! Oh God! Where's the rest of your group? You can't be traveling out here alone. We need so much help. We were ambushed.
Oh my. I think there's some help back in that way. And I look at one of them and I'm going to say to them and cast suggestion. You should go back to the town that's back there and get help. So suggestion. It requires them to make a
Wisdom saving
throw, and for the next 8 hours, they will, if they fail, they will pursue the course of action that I suggested.
How many people does that encompass?
One.
One? Okay, so you're which one of them are the one that's asking for help or the one that's injured?
The one that's asking for help.
Okay.
My spell DC is
14. Yeah, they failed.
Yeah, bro, let's go. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's essentially what's happening. The one that's asking for help kind of looks down. You are bleeding. We should really get you some help. And he just kind of looks up and
all the way back to town.
yeah, we okay, and they like pick him up and they start to walk, and you can see them talking. Yeah, we really should get him some help. We can't heal. You can't heal, can you?
No, I don't. I don't. It's town's not too far back. Just keep walking until you see town. There's like you might pass some people. They won't be able to help you either. Just go all the way back to town.
And while they seem extremely confused.
Two of them do.
One of them is insisting that we go back to town. The other two are like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Jeremy got really into his part.
Yeah. They walk off. And the four of you up on the ledge can hear this and have the vantage point. And you can see one of the thieves behind the tree starting to get frustrated and concerned. Like,
I share a look with Quincy and then draw back, and then we attack.
Yeah.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll for initiative.
Does the spider have a different initiative?
Yeah, because it's a different dex.
Fuck.
Sorry.
It's the physical stats that change, not your mental stats. So strength, dex, and constitution are different, but your mental stats all stay the same.
And you're gonna have to train me after.
Sure. Yeah, I looked in there and I found it under the wild shape thing. Maybe it's because you put the one half at the first box instead of the second box. I did that mistake once.
I forgot to select me token, but I got a 19.
You can put my 12 in there, but I was just like, I don't know.
Clicked it twice?
Yeah, just because I didn't select my token.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Whimsy, Sariel, Baron, Quincy, and Gat needs his...
Okay. So, Shield of Faith lasts for 10 minutes. I am assuming it's been past 10 minutes at this point.
Yeah.
You got my initiative roll. It's in there, right?
Yes. Yeah, you got a 20. Alrighty.
But we should get a surprise round because they didn't know we were there.
Yes. Did the two of you have any actions prepared to go with their bow attacks?
No.
I was gonna jump down and bite him, but whatever.
That could be fine. I'll say that works. Let's... As a look of confusion starts, and Whimsy, I imagine, as they're walking away behind you and you realize the threat still looming probably out in front, you kind of grin as you hear the loosing of the bows, or loosing of the arrows. Go ahead, the two of you make your attack rolls.
Are these at advantage then? Because they don't know that we're there? Is that how that works?
I think...
can't remember.
I think so.
Yeah.
It should for Quincy at least.
Surprise
Yeah.
attack. Attacker to attack with advantage. Yes. All right, yeah.
Okay.
You guys can attack with advantage. And you're attacking, just so I'm clear, this one back here, correct?
Yeah.
I was gonna jump on this guy here.
Nope, that's fine. You can make whatever attack with that you planned on doing. Baron.
All right.
Yeah, both of those attacks hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
You both hit with a 23. You were really in sync.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Alright, so 6 points of piercing from Baron. 11 points of piercing from Quincy. And the giant wolf spider jumps down and bites this one. 23, go ahead and roll for damage.
Ow.
And then he has to make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
This seems weird. Why didn't that double the damage?
I don't know. Probably because I'm rolling from like the character sheet.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and roll another
You want me to roll
d6.
another
I'll
damn?
just double it.
Yeah.
I don't know. The 14, and then he needs to make a DC 11 Constitution save.
Yeah. And he takes.
He passes.
Okay, so he takes half damage.
Half damage from a poison.
Yes, poison. Make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw, taking 7 2d6 poison damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
Okay. All right.
If the poison damage reduced to 0, the target is stable but poisoned for 1 hour.
All right. So now that he's poisoned,
He's not poisoned, he just takes poison damage.
oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
But if he failed,
Correct.
he would have been paralyzed.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. Gotcha. Okay.
And I get to attack one more time as part of my Dread Ambusher feat.
Oh!
Okay.
Perfect
Go
for-
ahead and do it.
This particular scenario.
Alright, so would this attack also be at advantage? Since it's part of that action? Just roll it.
Sure.
You can call it afterward. Okay. 22,
Okay.
3.
All right. As a flurry of arrows just shoot out and pierce this bandit behind the tree, he lets out a yell. We've been found! Attack! And they start their assault back at you because he knows where the arrows come from.
Can I take some cover behind this tree with my movement? Or I guess this tree of Mr. Quincy's going to be behind it.
Sure. That's
Okay.
fine. He is going to use movement. That sucks. Okay. Now I'm gonna have him. Okay. He is going to be there. Whimsy, it's now your turn. Hearing the commotion off onto the side, coming from the hill to your left.
Okay. I am going to move. And I am going to use. What's the range on Vicious Mockery?
It's 60.
60. Okay, so I'm just going to get within range. Yeah, and I'm going to use vicious mockery on
Okay.
that one. If you can see me clicking.
If you long click, it'll ping it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah,
Yeah. Gotcha.
that's the difference.
All right. What's the DC 14? Is it wisdom or charisma? Wisdom. Fails.
Okay, so does 1 damage.
Alrighty.
1 psychic damage, and they have disadvantage on the next attack roll until the end of its turn. That it makes before the end of its
Okay.
turn.
Let me.
Because he called him a poopy head.
You shouldn't be mean to people.
Alrighty. Does that end your turn? All right, Quincy.
That's an Honora level insult right there.
That was vicious.
Quincy, seeing him climb up the ledge, what do you do? You're muted, buddy.
And I've got a bad throat, so I mute myself a lot when I'm coughing.
Thank you.
I am going to take a shot with my bow, and I'm going to use my steady aim to give myself advantage.
Okay.
It's like a good.
So steady aim requires your bonus action to do the steady aim.
And he can't move.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a. Yeah, I can't move at all.
Okay. But 20 hits. Yeah, go ahead and roll for damage.
And because I gave myself advantage, even though I'm looking him head on, I still get sneak attack.
Because you take the time to study him. Know exactly
You
where
guys are tearing this guy up. He is just littered with arrows. The ones that he had been hit with before, broken off, a new one piercing him straight into the shoulder. He's looking pretty bloodied. I think that ends your turn, right, Quincy? You got anything else? Right.
No, that's action, both action and movement.
Ah, shite. This one has a long ass way to go.
and give the bandits range weapon.
Not these ones. The other ones did.
Well, I mean, the other two
Sorry.
could drop their friend, or like, dude, you're stupid, and run back.
I could.
The
But-
best bandits if they send the ranged people forward with the distraction and
They're probably down there killing Gris.
They're pretty
Yeah, it
low.
could be.
Yeah.
Moving.
Sorry.
Unless I lose concentration, that third one's going back.
Sorry, what's your what do you do?
All right, I'm gonna call forth the silver flame, and it's gonna be basically probably some sort of warhammer, but it has like the shape of a flame for the hammer part
Okay.
as a spiritual weapon.
Okie dokie.
And it's gonna be down here on this guy.
I feel
forward.
like I have a spiritual weapon token.
That's okay, it missed anyways.
Virtual weapon always misses.
I know. And then I will turn to the other one, and I will say a prayer, but it's gonna be a little twisted. It's a little bit more. May the flame smite you down, and I'll toll the dead on him.
Ooh. Okay, who you tolling the dead now?
This one over here, yeah.
Okay, that one that's hurt. Okay, wisdom save.
Technically, they're both hurt.
Oh, that's right, you did bite the other one. Alrighty, he saved. So that's no damage, right?
Correct.
Alrighty, and then where did you want your spiritual weapon? I can't have you move it yet because I didn't create a token yet. You want it there? Okay.
Basically,
Alrighty.
sandwiching this guy in between a giant wolf spider and a magical flaming hammer.
Sounds good. Alrighty. Is that end your turn? Do you do any movement?
I step forward to see where to put the weapon, but yeah, I'll take a step back behind this rock.
Okay. Alrighty. It is now this bandit captain's turn. After you jump down and you bit into it, the poison trying to flow through his veins, failing, he is going to make 3 melee attacks. 10 to hit. I don't think that hits your wolf spider, does it?
AC 13.
13. All right. First one, second one, 17 hits.
Yep.
17.
Oh
Wrong.
no.
Wrong one. So 5 slashing. Disregard that. 9.
Okay.
And then 13. That hits 8 slashing. So 5, 8. That takes you out of your wolf spider form.
It does.
Alrighty.
So you turn from... How horrifying must it be that this giant spider that's biting you then turns into a giant turtle?
Alright. Why can't you just die? And it just...
If I kill the turtle, what'll it turn into next?
So
Holy shit, what happened?
does the over damage then hurt Gat?
It does, yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got an image of him turning back in the gap. We still got like his mouth on him.
Yeah,
Don't
he's
forget you
gnawing
have
on
the
the...
5 temporary hit
Yeah,
points as
right.
well.
Yes. Thank you.
Well, they're not temporary.
They're
You
not
can
temporary.
actually...
They're override max.
They're override max, yeah.
Um,
So you can get them healed back, and
Yeah.
you get temporary HP on top of them.
okay. That ends that bandit's turn. Baron, it is now your turn.
Yeah, I'll grab my axe and my shield, and I'll charge the one that's a pincushion. and
Did
try
you ever
to
get a chance
strike
to sharpen that axe?
it. It was fine, wasn't it? It was.
I mean, the blacksmith said it
functional.
was
I
needed
mean,
to
he
be
said it
sharpened.
needed to be sharpened, but it was more for flavor than anything.
Yeah. It's
It's a mace.
sure.
Your bludgeoning damage.
On your axe.
I'm just kidding.
14.
14 misses.
Okay.
As you swing your axe out at him, he takes his scimitar and just smacks it to the side and kind of looks at you and gives a grin now that you're within striking range.
Is there anything else I can do? Nope. All right, that's my turn.
Alrighty. Gat.
Okay. I will bonus action Shillelagh, and then attack.
Okie dokie.
.23 to hit.
23 hits.
For 5 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, taken aback by the sudden shift, leaves himself vulnerable for you to strike out at him, dealing 5 points of bludgeoning damage. Do you do anything else with your turn?
No.
As he's grinning back at you, it's my turn, and he just starts swinging into you with 3 multi-attacks. 23 to hit, 22 to hit, and 14 to hit.
All but the last one hit.
Okay. So 4 points of
I'm going-
slash. Go ahead.
I'm going to use my reaction to use silvery barbs, so he has to re-roll one of those attacks and use the
Actually, his next attack rolls at disadvantage already. That's why I put the circle on him.
So this is silvery barbs is so you magically distract the creature who made who hit with succeeds on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Okay.
And turns
So the first
momentary
one,
into- Yeah. So the triggering creature must re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll. And then
Okay.
I can choose a different creature and give them advantage on their next attack roll.
Okay. Because your vicious mockery on the previous turn, his first attack automatically rolls at a disadvantage, so it was a 9 to hit, so that misses.
Oh yeah, okay.
The second attack would have hit regardless. But now
Rhubarb.
yeah, so now
No, yes.
now I roll again for that. Still
Okay.
20.
So I get hit once.
But I give advantage to somebody. So I'm gonna give it, that advantage to Serial.
Okay. Alrighty. So you'll take I'll just say 4 points of slashing damage on that one. Because that was the first damage that I rolled. And those are the 3 attacks. He doesn't use any movement. He stays right there along the edge. And that'll end his turn. Whimsy, it is now your turn.
Alright, I am going to look at this guy and say, I'd say your mother is disappointed in you, but you already knew that every time you looked in the mirror. Use vicious mockery.
Alrighty. Wisdom save. He passes.
Do they still take damage? No. Okay. So.
He just kind of chirps back. I know my mother's disappointed in me as I put a dagger to her throat. Very heartless indeed. Do you do anything with your movement?
I am going to go there.
Okie dokie. Quincy.
Alright. I think I'm just going to do a repeat of last turn.
Okay.
Oh.
Might need to do a... okay. Yeah,
With the steady aim, right over the shoulder.
yeah, true. I was thinking that. Yeah, unfortunately, 13 still misses. Taking the time to focus in, Baron makes a sudden movement at the last moment, and it causes your aim to be off, and it between the trees, over top of Baron, it just shoots off into the distance, unfortunately missing. Do you have anything else with your turn, Quincy?
No, because that burns movement, bonus action, and action.
That's what I thought. Just wanted to make sure. Alright, this one is going to use... it's... So he has 10 feet of movement left once he gets up top. I'm gonna say he is going to throw... two daggers towards Quincy. First one 8, second one 15. Do either of those hit? The second one does?
I'm going to use Silvery Barbs again since it's a new round. I can use my reaction again.
Son of a bitch. 13. Does a 13 hit?
Nope.
So, and I'm going to give you advantage, Quincy, on your next attack from that. So,
How many of
Serial and
How many of those do you have?
I can use one reaction per round, and I get a free use of that from my Fey Touched feat, and I just used a spell slot. So
Okay.
I can cast it 3 more times using
Gross.
first level spell slots.
Daggers sail wide, missing. No damage for you. And sorry.
We can't hear you, Sarah.
Mike.
I believe in you.
Sorry, the internet crashed. So taking a moment to get up, but on my turn, just hit
Just
with the
give it guidance.
Just bless
hit
Gat.
with the spiritual weapon,
Okie dokie.
and then firebolt them.
Firebolt?
And I
Firebolt.
believe she has advantage
Yeah, she has advantage on her
on one
her
of
attack.
the attacks.
on
right?
one attack.
Alrighty,
Yeah.
let's I'm pulling up your character sheet right now.
Visual weapon, I think, is 1d8. Firebolt's a 1d10.
Spell. Yeah, we'll just do that instead. Roll to... Does the spiritual weapon have their +2 hit?
It does.
+5.
Is there spell
7
casting?
plus 5. Okay, 12. So that misses.
She has advantage.
Not on the spiritual
Yeah,
weapon.
no, we'll do it on the
Okay.
and then a d20, a d20.
Oof.
Oof.
Wow.
Yeah, clearly
Way to
her
waste
internet.
my advantage.
Yeah, sorry.
Would you like to move anywhere, Sarah?
Yes, I want to move to the other side of Quincy.
Okay. Hey.
Over here. There
Yeah.
we go.
Unfortunately, firebolt missed and the spiritual weapon missed.
That's par for my turn. That's fine.
Yeah. All right. Bandit Captain is going to do the multi-attack against you. Gat 12 misses, 24.
It's
Misses. Only 8 points of slashing damage. Baron, your turn.
I'm just gonna attack.
Misses. Parrying it off to the
thing.
side again. Just you're at a loss for how to deal with him in melee range. Do you stand there?
Yeah.
Okie dokie, Gat.
I am going to use my reaction.
You can't use a reaction on your turn
Why not?
because you have to react to something.
Oh, okay. Alright, then I will just attack with Shillelagh.
What were you trying to do?
I was gonna Halo a Spores him.
But I think you have to take damage for that to go off. I think.
Or he has to move within your.
Yeah.
I mean,
radius.
he's
You have to
already-
do it once. Yeah, you have to do it once.
Oh, okay. It's or when he starts his turn
Okay.
in my space. Okay.
Oh yeah, you
Next-
could do it when he starts.
Next
his turn.
time we'll get him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So attack with the shillelagh.
Attacking with Shillelagh.
Cholula.
18 to hit.
Shit, it's just outside. Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and 10 damage.
10 points of bludgeoning. Damn.
Ugh, that one's looking bloodied too.
Oh, good.
You do anything else with your turn?
No. That'll end my turn.
Alrighty. Really uncreative. This one is going to 3 attacks, rolling like absolutely shit. But that third one crits though.
Oh, unfortunate.
13 points of slashing damage as and you're parrying both of them, blocking with your shield, and that third one, as you left vulnerable after the last attack, he stabs in, getting you in the side, and you feel it pierce deep, and that one stung. Whimsy.
I am going to target this one again with Vicious Mockery.
Alrighty.
Where's Whimsy on the
Mother
board?
Murderer.
You might not even be able to see him at your range.
Oh.
60 feet. Yeah, I'm within. I can
17.
move
This
out.
person clearly does not care about your thoughts or your words towards him.
All right then.
Save it for your maker, he says.
I'm gonna use my reaction to do silvery barbs on him again. So he has to re-roll that saving throw. Do that
You
with-
can't use a reaction on your turn.
That's what I was.
Can.
You
But it has to,
can?
you can use your reaction on. I thought it's just you can use it whenever like something happens.
Yeah,
right?
whenever the triggering event happens.
Oh, so if okay. We'll say yes for right now. So he has to re-roll a saving throw?
So he has to roll that saving saving throw. So,
Oh, interesting.
All right, second one fails,
all right,
So he
gets hit with vicious mockery.
which is 4 points of psychic damage.
does.
He has
go with you.
disadvantage, and then I'm giving advantage to Gat from my silvery barbs.
Alrighty. Does that end your turn? Do you use any other movement?
I am going to up back behind here.
Okie dokie, Quincy.
Right. I'm just going to take a normal straight shot at there.
Which one?
There we go.
Okay.
Sorry.
You have advantage, right, from silvery barbs, or
Yeah,
you used that already? Okay.
that's why I'm just doing a shot. At 11 points. 11.
13.
Sorry, 13.
13 misses, unfortunately.
Alright. Then I am going to. Hang on a sec. I want to quickly remind myself what my bonuses are. Alright, I'm going to use. I'm going to move. Can I move back here for cover?
Yeah.
And. I'm going. Can I take the hide action?
Hide bonus action, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, give me a stealth. Yeah, dipping into the tree, you feel very certain that you're hidden. Now, being hidden away from view, this bandit sees the next easy target. Sariel runs up, and he is going to make 3 attacks towards you.
Okay. Hits.
17, 21,
Hits.
5, 9, 6 points of slashing. As he is just toying with you at this point, all 3 attacks hitting, cutting into your furs, and you see this grin. Oh, I like you. And he's just holding the blade up to your face. It is now your turn.
Okay. The best thing to do is to action disengage and run the fuck away. So I'm gonna action disengage, and then I wanna basically run over here behind Gat, dropping
Okey-dokey.
down this steep ravine.
Yeah, sliding down, grabbing on, quickly descending onto the ground. You fall behind Gat, but you're away as he's reaching out and trying to grab a hold of you. As you leave, you escape his grasp. No attacks or anything.
And then I will bonus action spiritual weapon at the other guy.
Okie dokie.
Oh look, 1 hits.
Nice.
Yeah, that hits. 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Alrighty, does that end your turn?
Yes.
Alrighty. This one is... gonna do 3 attacks. 18, 11, and 10. I imagine the first one's the only one that hits. Right, Gat?
Sorry,
This is the one
yes.
attacking Gat. Okay.
6 points of slashing damage.
I thought the other guy was attacking.
Nope, you're fine.
Yes. I finally hit.
Yeah, 18. Yeah, go ahead and roll for damage.
Whew. Good thing I'm using it one-handed.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of your damage has been higher on the one-handed.
Really cutting into him. He is looking really bloodied. You can see him starting to fatigue for sure.
I'll say I didn't have time to sharpen this on the road, so I'm gonna use your skull.
Awesome. You do anything else with your turn?
No, that's it.
All right, Gat, your turn.
You know me. I'm hitting them with Shillelagh.
Still can't believe you forgot to use that Halo Spores.
I know. As soon as it became my turn, I was like, 17 to hit
That. Yep, that hits.
for 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Bashing in his skull. I hope he's dead.
He is not. He is looking extremely worse for wear as well. Do you do anything else with your turn?
I will bonus action feed Cereal a health potion. A potion of healing.
Okay.
For
2d4 plus 2.
I rolled an 8.
I feel like it's a little weird to feed someone who's conscious. I mean, typically when we're feeding potions to somebody, it's like, hey, they're unconscious. I grab their head and pour it into their mouth.
Yeah. I'm definitely open to you ruling differently.
Yeah, I'll say you can hand it to her, but she'll have to use her bonus action to use it.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I will hand her a healing potion. I'll just reach behind and kind of, hand it to her, basically.
You've unstoppered it for her, so it doesn't.
Yeah, I've taken the cork out.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, you know what? We'll just consider it a free action on your turn, Sariel.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Yeah, now it is now the bandit captain's turn.
Wait. Okay. Next guy.
Yeah, different one. He is going to make 3 attacks. Missing, hitting. Damn it, I do that every time.
Beating impact.
8 points of slashing damage. And then he is going to jump down. And you can make an attack of opportunity if you'd like.
Sure.
Yes, I'd like more opportunities to hit this asshole.
Yeah,
That's his
16
AC, but he's gonna use his reaction to give himself 2 bonus to AC by using parry. And as a last mockery to your attacks, he just smacks it out of the way and falls, taking no damage.
Right.
And he will continue to use movement. Whimsy, your turn. I was waiting.
All
You
right.
guys kept being like on the cusp, like you were hitting like 18, 17, and I was like, ugh, I want to parry so bad.
I am going to go here, look at this guy, and tell him he has a very ugly face.
Okay. Another vicious
Parry
mockery.
that.
Another vicious mockery. Oh, he
Alrighty.
was successful though. DC?
No, he
No, he failed.
8
Oh.
was his
Okay.
so minus 4 points of psychic damage and disadvantage on his
And
next.
then I am going to use my bonus action to grant Serial a Bardic Inspiration die. I'm gonna say, Serial, I believe in you. I know you can do this.
Alrighty. Quincy, it is now your turn.
Right. I am going to take a shot at this guy named me. Hang on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's because I keep going on and off. I keep
no, you're
forgetting.
okay.
I'm going to take a shot at the guy close to me because I'm hidden. I have advantage. So that is... Yeah.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome. As he's turning his attention to chasing after Sariel, you see him, and you loose an arrow, and it sticks right in his gut. He's still pretty healthy though. It shocks him, but he's able to shrug it off.
Then I'm going to take 5 feet to move closer to him, and I'm going to use my... I think I can do this, because I've got 2 weapon fighting. Bonus action to hit him with a dagger. Can I do
I
that?
think you have to make a melee attack as your
Yeah,
action.
I think that's how that works as well.
Like after a melee attack, you can attack with your second hand or something. As long as it's a light weapon.
That's right.
Yeah.
Alright,
I think
okay.
with the thing, he takes away the light weapon and the other option, but I think you still have to hit with the melee attack.
I don't think you have to hit with it. I think you just have to attack with it. But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
Okay.
because you could attack with like a hand crossbow and then use a dagger, couldn't you?
Only with crossbow export.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm using a short bow.
Yeah.
I could look.
Alright, well, reverse that movement. And I'm just gonna stand me ground against him.
Okay, so the ruling is taking the attack action, which you did, whilst wielding a light weapon in each hand, you can make an additional attack with your offhand weapon as a bonus action. So,
Those are two-handed weapons.
yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense why crossbow would do it, because you could do that one-handed.
Yeah, crossbow's a light weapon.
Okay, well then I'm gonna just stand me ground here then.
Okie dokie. That ends your turn though, right?
Yep.
That bandit looks at you, you little shit, and comes up and is going to now direct his attacks towards you. 3 scimitar attacks, 10, 7, 7, all 3 missing. You just too quick, dodging in and out. All of his attacks miss. Sariel, it is now your turn.
Okay, so you said as a free action I could
Yeah, I'll
drink...
say since he already unstoppered it, you just...
Yeah. Do I just take the 8, or do you want me to re-roll?
Did you already roll earlier?
I
Yeah, I did.
had rolled, yeah.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, you could take that.
Okay.
But it is now your turn.
Yes, I'm ready. So you'll feel the light shimmer behind Sariel, and you'll see these 2 incorporeal wings will just spring out of her back, and all of a sudden she'll fly up into the air, like 20 feet.
Okay.
So now I'm hovering above of Gat, so I'm now a flying target, and then I will meta magic guiding bolt at 2nd level at the bandit that seems less hurt, which I think is this one.
It's the one that attacked you, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna basically shove everything into him. So bonus action, guiding bolt at 2nd level with bardic inspiration. Actually, I don't need to use the bardic inspiration.
Alrighty, 16 points of radiant damage.
Plus another 4.
20 points of radiant damage. And now the next person that attacks us has advantage, correct?
The next person who attacks him has advantage, yeah.
Yeah. As you fly into the air, you draw the attention of those that are around you, and as he turns his gaze over Quincy's shoulder, looking up in your direction, all of a sudden, just this bolt of radiant energy just smacks him, taking the breath out of his lungs, leaving him vulnerable.
Yes, once per turn, you can have 1 attack or spell deal 4 additional and radiant damage to 1 target. So
Nice. Do you do anything else with your turn? That's
everything I have.
Alrighty.
Hey.
It
Takes
is-
2 points of damage.
Yay!
All right.
Is he dead? Did I kill him with my
He
mushrooms?
is not dead. As the spores come around, you see him like flinching in his eyes and swatting away for a moment before regaining a little bit of composure and taking several attacks towards you. 15 to hit, 13 and 9. Do any of those hit?
No.
Seeing all three of them just swinging
Hey,
wildly,
they're distracted by the angel.
he is going to attempt to flee. You can make an
Nice.
attack of opportunity.
Uh, 25 to hit.
That hits. As he turns to flee, wait for, and you hit him right into the back, and he just falls unconscious. That ends his turn. Baron, it is now your turn. Seeing the one that you were attacking starting to flee, there is still one behind you.
Running leap towards the one that's fleeing away from me, and I'll say, "Your skull has a whetstone," and I'll try to strike down at him, and I'll miss.
Yeah, running, leaping, just barely clearing the tree, swinging down, and just barely missing, unfortunately. But you do still land on your feet, and you are right behind him. You do anything else with your turn?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Gat,
I
slaying the foe in front of you.
Yes, I would like to cast level 1 Entangle in a 20-foot square around this guy.
The one that's trying to flee, correct?
Yeah, correct. So and it is. I'll just
That's
display it. Yeah.
that's a
DC 14.
it's a 10-foot square.
Says square
20
20
foot.
foot on it.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, I drew a 10-foot square.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're right. Yes.
DC 14 or B strength, right? Yes.
Yes. So he is
Fails.
immobilized.
As he's running, these roots spring up from the snow, just wrapping around his legs. Yeah, stuck in place.
And then I'll use a little bit of movement. Get about there. And
Okey-dokey.
that'll end my turn.
Alrighty, it is now his turn. And he is going to attempt to. Isn't there
A save.
Yeah, I was trying to think of. I know there's certain like
Yeah.
Post this
entangle
out.
spells that you can choose to attack rather than use the strength
doesn't-
save.
It
I
doesn't
think.
say anything on it. It
Okay.
just says it's a strength save against my spell save DC to free itself.
Oh, it was the grasping roots of the tree blights that we faced that had that.
Oh.
Okay. So 17. He does. Is that at the beginning or the end of his turn?
I think it's just his action.
Yeah, it just says can use an action to make a strength check.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna use his action to make a strength check, and he just you
And
see
that,
him.
that is difficult terrain.
Okay. You guys can both make an attack of opportunity as he tries to run through it.
Damn.
Gat.
It's coming.
Yeah, both miss. As he breaks free, he stumbles a little bit, just barely getting out of each of your reach, and he 5, 10, 15. Actually, that is all the further he can get. Okay.
So
Go ahead.
if he enters it, does he get entangled?
No, he's there. 15. I lied. So he was here. He gets 15 feet of movement. He should have gone to... Oh, wait. No, that is right. Okay.
If he re-enters it, does he get entangled again? Or is he just entangled right now?
Remind me. I feel like once he saves once, he's good.
It just says a creature in the area when cast must succeed on a strength saving throw. I don't think anybody who re-enters it gets entangled.
I think once you enter it the first time, maybe. Either way, that doesn't
It's
matter.
just creature in the area when the spell is cast.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
It's a lower
just-
level spell. There's higher
Yeah.
ones like spike
Yes.
growth and stuff like that that would do that.
All right. I am going to cast sleep on him.
Okay. Roll your...
5d8.
Does it auto roll it? Oh, 5d8. Okay.
Just click the pink the box that says
Yeah.
5d8.
So if he has 22 hit points or less left,
Oh.
then he needs to succeed on a DC.
Nope, there's no succeeding. It's if you have less than 22, you drop.
Yep.
Period.
Yep, that is how that works.
Okay.
Color spray and sleep work the same way.
He is asleep. As he is running away, you cast sleep, and you can just see him kind of slump over and just fall to the ground, sleeping.
I'm going to yell at my compatriots. We can deal with him afterwards. Let's take care of the other one.
Alrighty. Anything else with your turn? Any movement or anything?
Or what was the range? Oh, 90 feet. Okay, so I guess I probably should have gotten within sight of him, so I would have moved there. To
Okay.
get line of sight. And then, no, that'll... I guess I'll probably move. That was... that was 15 feet. Okay, so I have 15
Okay.
feet, so I can go to there. Move to there.
Sounds good. Quincy, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna.
You have
Hit him with the-
advantage on your first attack.
Well, why do I have
Because the
advantage?
guiding
Because of
bolt
guiding
on
bolt.
him.
Oh yes,
He's covered in radiant damage. Or
Right,
radiant light.
I'm gonna hit him with 2 daggers.
Okay. 18 hits.
10 doesn't.
10 does not.
But because you advantage, you do get your sneak attack.
Yes.
Minus 9 points of piercing damage. He's also looking quite bloodied.
And that's. I'm just gonna end my turn then.
Okie dokie. He is going to return the favor with multiple attacks of his own. Looks like only one would succeed with 5 points of slashing damage. And he is going to attempt to flee in a different direction. So you can make an attack of opportunity with your dagger if you'd like.
That's 17.
That hits.
Oh, he can't. It's not enough.
Just 6, though.
Yeah, 6 points of damage.
I was like, a sneak attack got him. Yeah, okay. He is bleeding profusely as you make that last attack as he's running away, but he is still up as he is attempting to flee. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Alright, Sariel, your turn.
Okay, so I will fly up over top of Quincy. I will say some really interesting words, and I will toll the dead at him.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw 13. Yes.
Fails.
8 points of necrotic damage.
As he is attempting to flee. He looks back for just one final moment as he hears the flapping of these wings above him, and he sees you as you're casting and chanting, and
Actually, I want to flavor it this way. It's completely useless, but
Yeah,
I
go
want to
for it.
flavor it where here's the toll. You get the necrotic there, but then it's also wrapped in a little bit of radiant, and we're gonna add the 4 radiant damage that I get to do each turn. And so it's gonna be kind of fighting with itself in his head. So this like bright light and this like dark goo.
yeah. And as he turns, he sees you, and immediately his eyes just roll into the back of his head as you see his head whiplash, and he succumbs to his injuries.
I'm gonna move the spiritual weapon 20 feet.
Effectively, combat is ended at this.
Okay, I'm going to go over to the guy and say, hey, help me tie him up before he wakes up. Won't be very long.
Sariel, you can still move your spiritual weapon. Where did you want to move it to? You can ping for
Basically,
me.
right where Gad is standing, like right over here,
there.
just in case. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll fly
I'm
over.
going to look at Gat and say, don't kill this one. He can tell us where we can find others that you can kill if you really feel that bloodthirsty.
I was going to help you tie him up.
Okay, good to know.
While they're tying up that one, Quincy's going to quickly search the 2 dead for anything valuable.
That tracks.
Yeah. I was also going to search this guy as I tied him up. Not
His weapons
not
away, at
thoroughly,
least.
but definitely check his pockets.
While I have the wings, because they're only good for a
I'm
minute,
gonna pat him down, try to
I would like to
get
do
all
a
of his
quick
weapons out from-
scan for any other people that might be ambushing us up in the sky.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Alrighty.
12.
Okay. Looking around while you're up in the sky, you can see there don't seem to be any immediate threats. You do, however, see the 3 other bandits now walking alongside in the opposite direction of the caravan, headed back towards town. They
I'm
don't
still
seem to be.
concentrating.
They don't seem to be creating any trouble. But they were
Suggestion's
similarly
not a
dressed.
concentration spell.
But the area looks clear. You don't see anything. Let's.
Once I land, I'll be like, okay, who's injured? Who needs some holy light of healing? Anybody?
You can fly.
I didn't know I could do that.
That's a nifty trick.
It just came to me. I was scared and nervous, and all of a sudden the wings just sprouted. They must. Huh.
That happens. I
You turned into
I
a
was a spider.
Yeah. Whew. But seriously, does anybody need any healing?
I'm okay.
Quincy, Baron, you guys took some big hits back there.
Yeah.
Quincy, as you're searching, you find about 50 gold and random assorted coins. Majority of it gold, but some of it copper, some of it silver, couple platinum. But you can distribute that however you want into your currency. You'll also find inside an inner coat pouch smoking pipe and some pipe tobacco, kind of rolled up into a little leather pouch. As far as any valuables, his blades don't seem to be anything of note. Nothing too intriguing. The only oddity that you do find is a small doll. Seems weird that a guy like this that would have a small children's doll. It looks pretty worn, dirty. Some of the threading's kind of coming loose on the sides. Hair missing in spots, but just something odd. Who else was searching?
I had tied up this guy and then searched the guy who was hiding.
And I specifically looked for any hidden weapons to try to make sure he wasn't armed.
Okay.
John, I'll look at through the caravan stuff with my roll.
Okay. With your roll, looking through the caravan, you see that it had been pretty picked clean. Like looking around at even the corpses around the caravan, they don't seem to have anything of note. With these ones broken down, with your perception, you do see other fresh trails for carts leaving. Potentially more accomplices had left with the major haul headed north. But the wagons here seem pretty picked clean. Gat. You find inside the pants pocket a small bag of beans. A little linen cloth pouch with little string tied. You find a bag of just ordinary looking beans.
I mean, like a half a pound of beans, or like 2 or 3 beans?
It weighs... Yeah, it's a half a pound.
Okay, so a good amount of beans.
No. The beans that are inside
Are heavy.
seem extremely heavy for the size.
Okay.
Let me...
Okay. So a handful of beans.
10,
10 beans. Okay.
to be exact.
And they weigh about a half a pound.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
that throws you off.
Yes.
Um,
And they're of normal size, like
yep.
standard
Normal
bean.
size
Okay.
beans. But again, like the I'll say look at my here. You find on that one 24 gold pieces.
24 gold and 10 beans.
10 beans.
Okay.
Yep.
That's in random assortment as well,
Yes.
or just 24 gold. Okay.
Yeah. And I think that's where we will leave off for today. We'll pick up there next time.
Cool.